Then I let me in the door. Then I gave your boy a chance, now the youngin' finna blow. It's a shame finna put the game in the figure four. Youngin' fresh from out that bottom.
Yo, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, man. Fuck it. You ain't gotta like, you ain't gotta comment, but I do appreciate it if you hit the sub button if you new. Now, in this video, we're gonna be talking about Attack on Titan, but in particular, we're gonna be talking about the ending of Attack on Titan. When I was reading my comments for a video that I had made about me predicting chapter 137 and explaining what most likely can happen in the last 3 chapters, I had seen that somebody said that the outro to Attack on Titan final season actually spoils the ending in a kind of way, you know, like it tells it from Eren's perspective, you know, and I didn't know that, and I was always wondering why I like that song so much, and I didn't know what she was saying, but after reading the lyrics and everything, I truly know why I like that song so much, you know, and basically I'm going to try to explain the lyrics, and it seems like this is literally after the rumbling, right? Where he's talking about in a certain point of time, he's past the walls in the abandoned world, you know? And that sounds like after the rumbling. It couldn't be after he sees the ocean because he has future memories after kissing Historia's hand and seeing his future memories by looking into Grisha's past and seeing how Grisha looked into his future, you know? That's the only way how he could see his own future memories, right? And like I said in my previous videos, Eren never talks about seeing Falco's memories at all. Now, that can be a plot twist, that the fact that he does have future memories of Falco and himself as well, but like I said, he never brings it up, so I don't think Falco is going to become the next Attack Titan by eating Eren. I think Falco will become the next Founding Titan because of the parasite jumping from Eren's body to him. The fact that Gabby knows that the parasite literally grew from Eren's head and made him into the Founding Titan, and her saying that that is probably what the Founding Titan really is, I feel like that has to play a big part. Maybe once they finally expose Eren's body by having Armin transform on him and literally wiping out Eren's Titan form, it should expose where Eren is located at inside the Titan form. And by them taking out his Titan form, it should immediately kill him because he never got healed from Gabby's bullet from the first time that Gabby first shot his head off. The only reason why Eren is alive and he literally was able to reveal his plan after activating the rumbling is because of him transforming inside that Titan, and that parasite basically manifesting from his head and growing from his head and connected his head to his body, you know? That's the only reason why he is alive. So I feel like once they expose that, once they pull Eren out, he should immediately die. But the only way that he can escape death is by transferring his consciousness and reverting back to his kid self, like how he always have been doing, you know. In season 1, he literally does the same thing. When he sleeps inside his Titan after trying to kill Mikasa and everything, and he knocks himself out, he is seen sleep inside his Titan, and Armin has to come wake him up, and he's reverted back to his kid self, and he's been shown these dreams, or he's in this dreamlike state where he has Grisha, and he has Crawler, and he has Mikasa, and he's living his best life, and he says that he don't want to go anywhere, like he wants to be right here. So I feel like he did the same thing right after he activated the rumbling and told everybody his plan. He fell asleep inside his Titan, and his kid self literally came out of nowhere, and his kid self was talking about freedom, and now his kid self eyes are blacking out, you know, like how Ymir was. So bro, like I feel like he did the same thing. Like he literally transferred his consciousness inside his kid so that he can escape death and see the scenery of the rumbling. So in the lyrics, when it says that he's at a certain point in time where he's past the walls and he is now inside this abandoned world, you know, it seems like that is literally after the rumbling. He only can see that if he had escaped death by transferring his consciousness inside his kid. So before Armin had decided, like, okay, I need to let Eren go and literally transform and take Eren out. I'm the only one that can do it, you know? And I feel like he will kill Eren, but at some point in time, Eren is expecting Armin to transform. Armin even realized, like, he's expecting it. It won't kill him, you know? He's expecting me to transform. The fact that he's still giving us the ability to transform and use the power of the Titans, Armin had realized, like, okay, he's expecting it. And the fact that I'm the one that poses the biggest threat to him, I can literally wipe him out at any time I want. Yeah, this motherfucker is expecting it. So, like, he brings his kid self in. Like, why the fuck is his kid self in this situation right now? You know, what's the reason? But after saying that he is now in an abandoned world, it seems like he starts to reminisce, where he's talking about how for so long they was running around aimlessly like headless chickens. And when he says that, he's just basically reminiscing on his life inside the fucking walls. Like, they didn't know anything. They didn't know that it was life living outside the walls. They didn't know that it was wars. They didn't know that aliens was living this type of way. because the first king took that memories and he thought that he was saving or protecting his people from the cruelty of the world. And to him, he thought that was true peace, you know? But the thing that Eren doesn't fuck with is that he didn't do anything about the power of the Titans. That's the one thing that Eren don't fuck with the first king about. He don't care about this true peace that he tried to create. Like, that's understandable because Eren is trying to do the same thing. But the fact that he still allowed the use of Titans, he never fought back. Like, you're letting your people get eaten alive and you call this true peace. Like, this is not true peace. And the only reason why we're literally getting eaten alive is because you're allowing the enemy to send our own kind over here to eat us as Titans. Like, what the fuck? That's the reason why he don't really fuck with the ideology of the first king or the royals at all, you know, because they just allowed this to happen. They already disturbed your peace. You should have let the rumbling take place, and then you could have had your true peace, where people can literally be born into this world and people can literally grow up in this world without having the thought that they'd get eaten or killed at any time, and they didn't know why. That's the biggest thing that Eren wanted to know. Like, why did his mother get eaten? You know, that's why he judged Reiner the way how he did in season 4. He literally wanted to know why his life literally got turned upside down. You know, like, he knew how cruel the world is, but after saying that, it's like, okay, the way that we're living inside these walls are fucked up. But after that, the lyrics then says that, hey, we found out that we can fly, but what does that matter when our wings are burning? You know, and what he means by that is like, hey, we had learned the truth that was in our own society. We literally took out every enemy that was in front of us. We got to the basement, we learned more of the truth, and learned that it's people that is living outside the wall. We had literally cleared out every pure Titan that was roaming around inside the walls, and we made it to the ocean, and we finally accomplished dreams. But what does that matter when we're about to walk into another fucking hell that we're not prepared for? You got everybody having a good time. You got armies saying like, oh, we finally got into the ocean, and I told you that the ocean existed, Eren, and shit like that. And Eren's like, you know what? Like, yeah, it's cool and all, but we got more shit to do. I can't really enjoy this moment because I don't feel free. And I know what the fuck happens because I have future memories. And this is not freedom, you know? And he gives the question to everybody like, hey, if we take out all our enemies that's across the ocean, will we be finally free? And the fact that he asked that question just tells us like, hey, he doesn't even know after he gets rid of that hell that's on the other side of the sea. He doesn't even know. And even though he has future memories of seeing that scenery after the rumbling, he doesn't know if he will finally be free. And if he doesn't feel free, it's like, Eren, you did the rumbling for no fucking reason. But after that, the song then says that I hope somebody tells my story so that I didn't live in vain, you know? So I don't know if it's going to be somebody left after this. The only person that I see living after the rumbling with Eren is Mikasa, because I have a theory that Mikasa is the only one that's going to be left standing with Eren, and she's going to kill Eren at the tree once they go back to Paradise Island, because I don't see her killing Eren no time soon or being any parts of that, you know? I don't see it happening. Like, I just rewatched our OVA because I was trying to make a video about her most likely being aware of the time loop and knows that Eren is the one resetting everything, and she knows exactly what the fuck Eren is going to do. Like, she knows that he will retake Wall Maria and that he will see the ocean, and when they get to the point where it gets to that march of fate, she knows that none of them can stop him, not even her. But all she wanted to do is be by his side and walk alongside him, you know? And after watching her over again, I could truly see that Mikasa truly does love the fuck out of Eren. You know, she truly does. You know, once she resets reality and she literally frees herself from the Akim instincts, all you see is nothing but her love for Eren. That's all you fucking see. You know? It's fucking crazy. But Eren wants somebody to tell his story so that he didn't do this for nothing. He wants to be remembered. I truly don't know who that person would be. You know, like, logically speaking, like, the only person that I could think of is either Armin or Falco, you know? I don't see Armin living after the rumbling, but I don't see how he can die. You know, he is the Colossal Titan. Like, how would he get killed? Would he just get stepped on by the millions of fucking Colossal Titans? Or, like, I don't know. Like, that's the one thing I can't wrap my head around. How the fuck is Armin gonna die? Oh, shit. I just fucking realized some shit. He might just sacrifice himself for Mikasa. You know, maybe he knows that Mikasa's the only one that can kill Eren. And Mikasa killing him will be the one thing that Eren would never expect to happen. You know? And that's the reason why he resets time, because that's not supposed to happen. Because if you look at Mikasa's OVA, A Lost Girls, episode 3, where she resets time because Eren dies, you know? And that's not supposed to fucking happen. And after she comes back to her own reality, she says the same thing that Eren does when he wakes up from his future memories. Like, shit, I feel like I had the longest dream ever of nothing but sadness and pain. Like, it's literally what the fuck Eren had said, you know, like, damn, I feel like I just had the longest dream ever. When Eren says that, he literally just got finished resetting reality, or coming back to his own reality or whatever. You know, like, this shit's fucking crazy. But after that, the song then says, I hope someone will tell my story so that I didn't live in vain, because one day my bones will turn to dust and disappear. Now, this can only mean two logical things what the fuck he's talking about. Either he's talking about when Armin first transforms and blow away all his bones and shit and takes out his Titan form, or when he legitimately died. But it doesn't matter. Either way you said, he won't be in this new world, and he won't live to tell his own story, so he needs somebody else to tell his story. The reason why I believe that person to tell his story is Falco's, because Falco literally sat there and understood Eren's complete true story. You know why? He literally pushed all of his friends away, like Mikasa and Armin. He didn't tell them nothing. He didn't let them understand. I made a video about them trying to understand, and them understanding him, or him letting them try to understand him and giving them a chance. It literally would have changed the outcome of the ending. You know, maybe Mikasa doesn't kill Eren, or maybe they don't even go against Eren at all, because they understand where the fuck he's coming from. The reason why they're all against Eren is because they don't understand why he's destroying the world. Like, they don't understand why he's going so far. They understood the small rumbling, like, hey, that's to get our enemies out of the way, but why are you killing innocent people? And they don't understand that, and Eren never let them understand that. But he damn sure let Reiner and Falco understand. Falco understood why Eren did what he did to him. He understood why Eren was over there. He understood that, hey, shit, he's doing the same thing that you motherfuckers did to him. He knows Eren's complete fucking story, you know? And he felt sorry for Eren, and we can see that when he first go to Paradise Island. He's like, man, there's no devils over here. Like, they're all like us. They just want to survive, you know? And I can't wait to see that animated. And we're about to see the next episode. Falco and Gabby's about to get took into the blimp and everything, and they're going to get took into Paradise Island. And by them seeing what Paradise Island have went through and seeing what the fuck is going on over there, they're going to truly understand, like, okay, we were the real devils. We caused this shit. You know, we was the real devils, and I cannot wait to see that animated. But after that, the song then says, the sound and sight of my friends that who have died, trampled, and drowned have reminded me that I'm not yet free. Now, they only can mean two logical things. That he's talking about all his friends that died and sacrificed themselves so that they can get to the ocean, or he's talking about his future memories and seeing how he kills and trampled all his friends with the power of the rumbling. That can only mean two things. You know, like, we have to remember that he is reminiscing. And the fact that he has future memories, he can be reminiscing on some shit that never even happened yet, you know? But that lyric alone just shows us how much pain Eren is going through by him being able to see and hear what the fuck he does to his friends in the future before it even happened, you know? Like, that just shows how much pain and suffering and the guilt that he has on his conscience of him killing his friends way before it even happened. It just shows us how much pain and suffering that he has went through. And it also shows how much the scenery that he's talking about, which is the ending of the rumbling, means to him, you know? And he wants to know if he's going to be free after that. It just shows you how much that means to the guy. The fact that he can still move forward knowing that he kills his friends and having that guilt on his conscience way before he even does it. It just shows how strong of a character that he really is. Like, imagine being around your friends and they're smiling and having a good ass time, and you can't even fucking enjoy that shit because you have future memories of killing all these motherfuckers. Like, if I was in Eren's shoes, I would truly be depressed like crazy. The fact that he could sacrifice his friends for this freedom that he's talking about and the scenery that he's trying to get to, the fact that he can sacrifice his friends, it just shows us how much that shit really means to him. You know, like, he literally will give up everything to get to this scenery. And he won't even be able to live in this shit because Mikasa kills him at the end. You know, which is something that is not supposed to fucking happen, which is why he resets time and Kid Eren wakes up from his future memories and saying that, hey, I feel like I had a long-ass dream, because he just now reset reality. You know, and now he gotta do this shit all over again. So, no, it will not be freedom that he will be walking into. It'll be another fucking hell. The same hell that he just got out of, which is fucking tapped. Isayama, what the fuck? Now, I'm about to skip a couple of lyrics because the lyrics are like kind of like self-explanatory, so I don't really have to explain anything. But after he says that they will call me a monster with a joke, repay me all my pain with the rage they awoke. So like I said earlier in the video, he literally are just doing the same thing that these motherfuckers done to him. You know, like, he didn't know shit. He didn't know why his mother got killed. He didn't know why he was a Titan Sister. He didn't know why he got backstabbed by the people that he looked up to the most. You know, people like Reiner, people that he took advice from, people like Annie. He did not understand why the people that he'd been with for 5 fucking years and been through so much with them, he didn't understand why he was being betrayed by them, you know? And the fact that when he asked for answers by Reiner and he wanted to know, he wanted to understand, Reiner would not let him know. And that truly did drive Eren insane. Until he crossed that ocean and he understood the reasoning for everything that has happened to him up to this point, you know? He understood all of it. He understood the fact that Reiner thought that they was saving the world. So he's doing the same thing. I'm the same as you. But after that, the song then says, they are the monsters who did this to me. Across the sea is the real enemy. And then the fucking lyrics get repeated over and over again, you know, throughout the whole song. So that's really what it really is. But it kind of spoils the ending, but then it doesn't at the same time. But it definitely gives you a big-ass hint. The fact that he most likely is reminiscing on his life after the rumbling. And then you have to realize that the whole time this song is being played throughout the outro, the visual shows Falco attaining the Founding Titan's power and letting it go through via a bird, who is most likely Eren himself, because we all know that Eren has future memories of seeing Falco reach out to him, and he somehow got the power to look from the perspective of birds. I don't know how the fuck he can do it, but he can do it. But seeing Falco seen throughout the whole outro and knowing what the lyrics is saying, it just makes sense that Falco is going to play a big ass role, and he's going to be the reason why Eren wins at the end. You know, like I said, I don't see Eren losing at the end. I see him winning, but he has to lose in order to win. They have to get rid of his physical body, and even though they got rid of his physical body, it's still not going to stop the rumbling most likely, which is going to cause one of them to take his power, and the only person that can do that is Falco, because he is part Beast Titan, and he got directly turned from somebody who is a member of the Royal Family member, so most likely he got the same power that Annie can do, which is the ability to direct Titans. So with the power of the Founder, he doesn't have to be connected to someone who is a Titan and a member of the Royal Family member. So if Annie can direct Titans, because most likely she was given the power of Zeke's Beast Titan, so if Annie can do it, I'm pretty sure Falco can do it, especially if he becomes the Founder. Now, the only reason why I say that Falco end up eating Eren is because they see that the fucking rumbling did not stop after they killed him, you know? So most likely they're going to have to eat him and take his power before it runs out. You know, kind of like how they did with Ymir. Or, like I said, the Parasite has a major role in just going to jump from Eren's dead body to Falco's body, and it's going to make him the Founding Titan, transport him to the past, and they're going to have a conversation that Eren's going to try to convince him to do the rumbling, with Falco already having the ideology to move forward and to fight for freedom and to basically want to do the same thing that Eren wants to do, which is free all aliens from war. The fact that Falco already has that type of mindset, it should be easy to convince him to continue rumbling, especially somebody like Eren, who he really connects with, you know? Like, if it wasn't for Eren, Falco wouldn't be who he is at this point in time of day if it was not for Eren, you know? The character build up for him would not be what it is if it was not for him meeting Eren on that bench and him having a conversation and gaining confidence and knowing what to do. Basically, all he has to do is keep moving forward. You know, all the ones that know what the future holds is the people that move forward. And the fact that he already has that mindset, it should be easy to convince him to keep doing the rumbling for Eren. And I feel like Eren will become the Founder, while Ymir has now been reincarnated into Historia's baby. Somebody has to now look over and be the new Founder of the past. So I feel like Eren is going to take our place. But like I said, this new baby is not going to grow up in this new world if Eren resets, unless this is the last cycle of hatred and Eren learned from his warning that Eren Kruger had gave to him, the fact that, hey, like, you have to love somebody inside the walls and create a family. If Eren learned from Eren Kruger's warning to him, because I feel like he was talking to Eren and not talking to Grisha, because Eren is the only one that is capable of resetting the time. Like, he is the only one that has been doing it. So I feel like he was talking to Eren like, hey, your mistake is the fact that, hey, you need to literally create a family and love somebody inside those walls. So maybe he is the father of Historia's baby, and maybe he is the person in that last panel who is holding that baby saying you are free. But like I said, I feel like that's Grisha holding Eren, basically saying like, hey, you're free, and letting us know that Eren has got killed by Mikasa. And the fact that that's not supposed to happen, he's going to reset time, unless, like I said, this is a life cycle of hatred and he is okay with dying after he won, because Eren has literally, I feel like this is not the right timeline. He has literally manipulated everything to his benefit. He changed everything, you know. He changed the outcome, the fact that he most likely was controlling Dinah to eat his mother. You know, he has future memories of seeing from Dinah's perspective and see Bertolt. The fact that she literally walked past Bertolt and only went for Carla. You know? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only person that she fucking killed. The fact that she broke her back so she wouldn't feel no pain and then ate her. You know, like, most likely it probably was Ymir controlling Dinah, but I want to believe that it was Eren. You know, like that is tapped. That is kind of tapped. You know, to think that he did that, but it is what it is. He had to create that hatred within inside him to get to this point, you know? And you want to know what's some creepy shit that Dinah did? After eating Hannes, Dinah literally sat there in front of Eren and Mikasa and waited for him to fully heal. And then she reached her hand out to Eren, and it didn't even seem like she was trying to grab Eren. It literally seemed like she was just trying to let Eren touch her so he can get the power of the fucking coordinate at that point in time. Like, yo, that's crazy to think. You know, like, just think about it. Like, she sat there. Like, when I watched Attack on Titan, I didn't think too much of it. But when I watched it over and over again and knowing what the fuck is going on and knowing that he most likely controlled Dinah to eat his mother, I watched that scene over again when she killed Hannes. After she killed Hannes, she sat there. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you could legitimately see her sitting there waiting for Eren to fully recover and reach his hand out. And then it didn't even like she was trying to grab the motherfucker, dude. Like, yo, like, she had to be being controlled. She had to be, either by Ymir or Eren himself. Ymir doesn't have those memories unless Eren can see Ymir's memories and seeing how she controlled Dinah herself, you know? And the only time when I can think that he's seen that is when he grabbed her inside the past, and he's seen everything most likely. Like, oh my gosh, like how he's seen his, like, her own past memories. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, bro, she had to be in control. Like, if Eren did that, that's some tap shit. But like I said, that's just so creepy that she stood there and waited. Like, she stood there. Like, if she really wanted to kill Eren, she could have did it a long time ago. Like, she just stood there. I'm like, yo, she's being controlled. But this is the end of the video, man. You ain't gotta comment, but I do appreciate it. Hit the sub button if you're new, and I'm out, bro.